we're testing more Nintendo Switch 2 life hacks, such as charging your Switch 200 feet away, to playing in the shower, and for some segments, we'll spin a mystery wheel for challenges. But by the end, we'll decide the Switch 2 life hack champion, the best hack in the entire video.
Starting with the longest charging cable I have ever seen.
It's plugged in inside, we're charging outside. Let's see, will the 200-foot charging cable work?
Hey, look at that, 88% and we're charging.
Now the question is, how fast will we charge? All right, and after a few minutes, we've gone up to 89%, so we are in fact charging out here. This life hack, I can say, is a success and will be crowned the current champion of the video. I don't think I'll use a 200-foot cable ever again, but let's go see if other hacks can beat this one. Now for our next life hack, I'm testing whether or not you can actually get a real workout and play Switch 2 at the exact same time. So here I am on my treadmill, burning some calories, playing some Mario Kart, but is this actually doable over a long period of time, or is it just a waste? I'll be testing this throughout the entire video, and I'll check back in with you soon and give you the final results at the end. Now this hack, if you all use it, will save you hundreds of dollars. See how my Nintendo Switch 2 is docked? We all like this. My only problem is this dock right here is $125. No. Not okay. And that's where this little guy will come in. This is a Nintendo Switch 2 dock itself. However, this was only $10. And if this works as well as the official dock, you can buy 12 of these for the same price. And it's the exact same setup. All you need is the USB-C and the HDMI cable. And once those are connected, we can plug in our Switch. Will this work as well as the official dock? I'm also just now reading this dock. It says, need use Switch. And this Switch needs some using. A 3, a 2, a 1, okay. Okay, screen goes black. What do we got? Oh, look at this. So I see smooth performance. I see 60 frames per second, which means the gameplay is smooth. Okay, if I go to the home menu, yeah, my biggest fear. I think the colors are slightly washed out. I think we can fix that though. We'll go to color and up that. See, we're looking better already. And now with that adjustment, I would say this dock, I mean, I have no problem with it. Do we get 4K? Oh, you know what? We don't even get 1440p or 4K. Okay, that's the only downside. If you don't have a 4K TV, this life hack will work for you. But if you do, you're sacrificing quality. But overall, I would say this dock is a successful life hack. You can play in so many different spots, like here, and here, and here, and here. It is slightly less organized, but it's just as freaking good. So if you need to use your Switch, this is the way. Now for this next hack, say goodbye to your Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. If you don't have one of these, you need a second controller, or if you just want to use a different controller in general, you can grab almost any controller of your choice and this little adapter. Looks like a Lego brick, but before we set this up, bring in the wheel. Yes, we will have to spin the wheel to see what challenge I do while I set this up. Will I have to speed run this? Will I be blindfolded? Will I have to do it one-handed? Or will we land on the mystery challenge? All right, let's give it the old spin. What are we gonna get? Big money, big money, big money. And we have speed run. All right, we can do that. Wheel disappear. I will have 60 seconds to set up my PS5 controller with this adapter. I have never done this before, but go ahead, start the timer, go. Okay, quick. We gotta plug in this USB adapter. It's blinking blue, that's a good sign. Now we go back and we hold the pairing buttons on the PS5 controller. Okay, there we go. It's in pairing mode. Now do I wait for something to happen? Come on, it's blinking. This is out of my control. I'm on a timer. Oh, look at that, it's paired. Okay, now I can use my PS5 controller on Switch 2 with time to spare. That was a very fast setup. I will be honest, I sense a little bit of input lag, as in when I scroll the home menu, it's not responding as fast as the Switch 2 Pro Controller. And then also the circle button, which traditionally on PS5 is the B button, the leave button. That is now the A button, so kind of confusing. But the good news is, even though all these buttons are kind of whack, we can edit them in the settings, so you can take your time getting all of that right. But overall, this hack is a success, and we did it on the 1-minute timer. Now for this life hack, tag, you see, my friends, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. For $55, this is not the quality that you pay for. Here's how you can use a Switch 2 camera for almost free. You gotta buy a few cables and have a phone. And for some background, I tried this exact life hack in my previous Switch 2 life hacks video, and it didn't work. I think I had the wrong cables. I have a new approach this time. I think it'll work. So all we do is take this USB-C cable, which goes into your phone, to HDMI cable, which is a TV cable, and plug it into this adapter, which then gives you another USB-C cable, which goes into your Switch. Because whatever happens on my phone will show up on the Switch. So I'm gonna open up this app right here where it only shows my face. Let's plug it into my Switch and see if it works. I was bummed in our last life hack video where this didn't work. Did my new approach work? Let's find out. Okay, big money, big money. 3, 2, 1. Come on, please work. Something. Come on! Have I been scammed? I've seen so many people online get their Nintendo Switch 2 phone cameras to work. I've ordered every cable under the sun. I cannot get it to work. And in case you're wondering, no, this is not good enough to be our new life hack champion. But this next one, we're about to get comfy. All right, checking in after 15 minutes on this inclined treadmill playing Mario Kart. It works well because you can hold both Joy-Cons in 2 hands, so you can walk just the same. I'm honestly kind of enjoying it, but we burned 80 calories so far. Not too bad. Let's keep on going with the life hacks. I'll check in again soon. Now our next life hack is one that nobody uses enough. If you have your Nintendo Switch 1 Joy-Cons lying around, you got a Switch 2, you don't need these, they're getting no use at all, this hack is for you. You will also need a gaming device or phone, and I have opted to go with the Red Magic Astra 2 gaming tablet. Now the hack is we can pair these old Joy-Cons to this tablet and play mobile games so much easier. So let me try and pair these. And now while these connect, the Red Magic Astra 2 is built with gaming in mind, with better performance and a better display than a normal phone, making it perfect for something like this. Oh, and they're connected, but do they actually work in games? That is the life hack we're testing. And what's cool about the Red Magic Astra 2 is you can just flip this switch and we're in gaming mode already. Easy so far. Let's load up Minecraft. And I mean, look at the back. This is the AquaCore Cooling System 2.0, and it helps keep this tablet cool during long gaming sessions so that performance stays consistent and doesn't change because of some heat. And now that I'm in the game, can I move with my Joy-Cons connected? Moment of truth. Oh, movement works and it looks good with this 185 Hertz screen. It also has a 9-inch 2.4K OLED display, 16 gigs of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage. So you can multitask and keep a huge game library downloaded, which looks way better in person. And as for the Joy-Cons, I did hear reports that the triggers don't work, so let me try those. And aha, triggers work too. The only thing is both sticks don't work at one time. Little bit weird, but overall, I would call this life hack a success. But if you want to check out the Red Magic Astra 2 gaming tablet, there is a link down below. Thank you, Red Magic, for sponsoring this video. And I was not expecting this hack to work as well as it did. This is the best second life you can give your Joy-Cons. Oh, I'm getting tired though. Let's head to bed. Nintendo Switch 2 in bed. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Which is why I bought this. Oh, sorry, I should be quiet. Taylor's sleeping. Which is why I bought this Nintendo Switch 2 mount. It clamps onto your nightstand, and then we just tighten it. Then we move this sturdy pole to where we want it. I'd say that's a pretty good spot. Take off the Joy-Cons. And then we can mount the Switch 2 into here, watch how much it expands. All right, after tightening the mount, we've got our Switch 2 mounted bedside. It's very sturdy, the Switch 2 won't fall. And look at this, I can play Mario Kart. I don't have to worry about holding that big old screen. And if you have a longer mount, you don't have to have your neck turned like mine is. So maybe I should have invested a little bit more money, but hey, this is one of the coolest ways I've ever played the Switch, because I'm the comfiest I have ever been. I could just fall asleep. But let me know, when do you guys actually use this setup? Wait, where'd Taylor go? Now for this hack, I will be showing you my favorite thing that I've done to my Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller that you need to do right now. Wheel, please. Much better. We are spinning the wheel once again for this segment. Let's see what my challenge is. Oh, we got the mystery slot right there. Okay, what's our mystery?
Alright, your challenge is you need to take the funniest screenshot in Smash Bros.
So what actually is the hack, you're probably asking? Well, if we go to our settings, and then go to the button mapping area, and then edit the controller mapping, go to the GL and GR button settings, we're changing the back buttons on the Pro Controller. I love setting this as the capture button. And there it is right there. Because now when you're playing a competitive game, whether it be Smash Bros, Call of Duty, you don't have to move your thumb off of the control stick to hit the capture button in the middle of the controller. Let's get Smash Bros open. I feel like I'm actually pretty good at taking random Smash Bros screenshots. I did it a lot back in the day. I think Donkey Kong makes the funniest faces. And if you hit him one time, I mean, let me just show you what happens. Oh my goodness, that's definitely it right there. I've got Donkey Kong midair. Look at the eyes on him. Okay, I've taken the funniest screenshot. And look at my me down there, just reveling in the victory. And boom, that's my funniest screenshot. I call that a success. And just having this capture button on the back makes your controller feel like a little camera. Snap, 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 it's kind of fun. But now this next hack is about to get incredibly messy. Now, my friends, have you ever wanted to play Nintendo Switch 2 in the shower? We're doing that today, and I am safely equipped with all of my
equipment.
But before we can do this, we gotta prep the Switch. First things first, we gotta slide the Switch 2 into this waterproof case. And it actually fits super snug. And then we'll take each Joy-Con and put it in a Ziploc bag. And after you get all the air out, we have both Joy-Cons. And when you put it all together, you have your two Joy-Cons here and the big old screen in the middle. And it's still very functional, no delay, no difficulty. I mean, maybe a little bit of difficulty hitting the buttons, but you're also in the shower. And now, here comes the shower. All right, so we can get our shower very well. And I mean, I'm getting all clean. I'm just playing Mario Kart World. And I gotta say, these goggles are helping out a ton. I can see my game clearly. I must be honest, I've never played Mario Kart any better.
That's a total lie.
I mean, if you're really that bored in the shower and you want to play your Switch, this is gonna work. I'm hitting all sorts of fences in my game, water in my mouth. It most definitely does work. My Switch is not broken. It would be if I didn't have this waterproof case. I will not be doing this ever again, but because of how cool it is, I will crown this the current life hack video champion. That could change later. Let's go ahead and get to our next life hack. Hopefully, it's not this messy. Oh, look, Taylor's back. Oh, and you guys are back too. I've burned 200 calories so far. Still haven't won a Mario Kart race, but that's okay. Life's not about winning. I'll check in again soon. Now for this next hack, we have the Nintendo Wii from 2006. It is now over 20 years old. And if you have any Miis that are stuck on your Wii, there's actually a very easy way to transfer them to the Switch 2. All you need is a 3DS, which is a whole nother Nintendo console, but if you have that, kudos. A Nintendo Amiibo figure, and this M-Swizzle video. All you do, open up the Mii channel and find a Mii. This right here is my childhood Mii. Did we look alike? Then you want to transfer it to your Nintendo DS. But if you don't see that option on screen, you actually have to hit AB12. Hey, there it is, DS wireless communication. We will hit yes. All right, and now I will open up my 3DS Mii Maker, and on the screen I see a Wii that I can connect to. Let's press it. Connected to Max's Nintendo DS. Okay, so now we are going to send my childhood Mii to this little box, and he will be on my 3DS. There he is right there. All right, let's disconnect. That is all we need from the Wii. And then once your Mii is on your Nintendo 3DS, you will take your Amiibo, go to the Amiibo settings, and register an owner and nickname. Then we just tap our Amiibo, successfully read, and then whichever Mii we assign as the owner right here will be saved to this figure. Then on the Switch 2, you go down to the Mii settings, create and edit a Mii, create new Mii, copy Mii from Amiibo. Let's see, when we scan the Elephant Mario, does my childhood Mii pop up? Lock in your predictions now. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Oh, look at that. The Mii character has been copied. This is Max from the Wii, now in the high quality 4K Switch 2 graphics. And we can even edit him further in case I look different now. As you can see, I think my shirt is a different color, but nothing else, right? And although this hack was fun and useful, I'll keep our current champion. I love to shower. I smell great now. But we have one more hack with the Wii that might even be better than this. Now I know this is Nintendo Switch 2 life hacks, but I have a Switch 2 life hack on your Nintendo Wii. Believe it or not, you're able to look at Nintendo Switch 2 news on your Wii. Using a service called Wii Link allows your news channel, your forecast channel, all these channels to be revived since the Wii shut down a few years ago. And if we
Wii, download a certain channel, we can see some Switch 2 stuff. So once you figure out the whole Wii Link thing, you can download the Nintendo channel. We're gonna hit install. And now that we're back on the home menu, if we go over to the right, we can see the internet channel and my cursor that does not know where it wants to go. But if we click into it, we are going to receive messages from the Nintendo channel. It's gonna receive some data. It's gonna send some data too. And look at this, we have Nintendo Switch 2 news, Splatoon Raiders gameplay, Star Fox, and we can even watch Nintendo Switch 2 trailers on here. And although it's blurry, we are casually just watching a Switch 2 trailer for Splatoon Raiders on our Nintendo Wii. And so you can just scroll the entire Nintendo channel, see some news, watch some videos. If you don't have social media and you live on your Wii, this is a fine alternative right here to see some news. That's one of my favorites, but we're gonna keep our current champion.
Oh, welcome back, guys.
So, after using the treadmill, playing Nintendo Switch 2, how many calories did I burn? Is it worth doing? Is it still fun to play? Across the entire time, I burned 328 calories between walking and running. I did still find the Switch fun to play when I was walking. When I was running, it was just a terrible experience. I couldn't even focus on the game. I was trying not to die in real life. But overall, you get in shape, you play some Mario Kart. I would call this life hack a success, and I would call it the champion of the entire video. I did enjoy giving my old Joy-Cons a new purpose though, since everyone has them but doesn't use them anymore. So thanks again to Red Magic for sponsoring with their Astra 2 gaming tablet. It is one of the smoothest devices I have ever used, and their links are all down below. My worlds collide. I work out and I play Nintendo. Thanks for watching. Watch that video. Goodbye.